episode number 384.
As a B2B company, it's very hard in general when you're selling a service or even a product to show the value of that service over time. It's very helpful to have these quizzes and calculators to show people the value of your service and to stand out from the competition, because everyone has a contact me button on their website, but they don't have an immediate value button. Yeah.
Welcome to the Be Real Show with Travis Too Tall and Huff, where we talk about life, dreams, social media, and business.
Well, hello and welcome to the Be Real Show with Travis Too Tall and Huff. Folks, you know your boy is always fired up, ready to bring you some value in your nights, weekends, or whenever you are listening to the show today. But after this show, I think you're going to want to think the way you grow, the way that you market and interact with your customers. Not only, your website visitors, your leads, using things like quizzes, using fun things to keep people engaged with you and your brand. Let's just be real. The world's full of lots of brands. And so if you can keep them engaged, interactive, and let's be real, grow. But we're talking to a legend in the game that's doing this every day, Mr. Saksham Sharda. Saksham, are you ready to be real?
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. Yeah.
Absolutely, my dude. So take me back into your history before we get into the business side of things. Were you always into marketing? Were you always into content and especially quizzes and games and interactive fun things like that?
I don't think anyone ever is born and they're like, oh, I'm going to be a marketer someday. I think some people just get pulled into marketing, they discover it for themselves, because marketing itself is such an abstract concept, like marketing, what does that even mean? Right. But I think I got drawn to it because it's just so much fun. I started this job as a social media manager, and then it just turned out to be so much fun that eventually I was just like, okay, this is what I want to do long term, and this is the field I want to be in. And as far as quizzes and all go, I guess quizzes and all is something we were all drawn to, and we are all always drawn to, because it's a very human instinct to participate in quizzes. We love quizzes. We love to test our knowledge all the time. Right. And in the 2000s, in the noughties, BuzzFeed kind of exposed this in all of us, because there was a BuzzFeed quiz for every single existing thing on the internet, no matter whether it was a TV show or something else. So that's what kind of, I think, gave our co-founders the idea to make something like Outgrow, because a quiz can be fun, but you can also use quizzes in a similar way. You can use a BuzzFeed quiz for your own business to either onboard people into your software, or to pique their interest, or to recommend a particular pricing plan to them. So you can do so much with quizzes, or recommend a particular episode. If you were a podcast host and you have 2,000 episodes and someone just ends up on your page and they don't know which episode to start with. So you ask them a couple of questions in a quiz, and then you recommend 2 or 3 episodes that would be relevant for someone in the industry, or would be relevant, Yeah.
It makes their experience more personalized to them too then.
Yeah, it's very personalized, and you don't really have to do anything, because once you've set up the quiz and put it on your page, it does everything for you till infinity ends. It just keeps sifting your customers and giving them what they want, and you can keep improving the quiz if you like. So it's highly personalized for them, and it's very interactive because you can make the questions absolutely fun. So in addition to asking them for the industry, ask them what kind of voice they like. So based on that, categorize your guests. Who are they willing to listen to? Someone charismatic, someone super technical, or is it someone very theoretical? Who they want to listen to. So that way you actually, it's a bit of both subjectivity and objectivity, in the questions. And each time someone answers each question of the quiz, you get to understand your audience better. So you're also collecting marketing data at the same point. And so you understand who's coming to your website and what are they looking for, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah.
Very nice. And do they have to enter their email address to start playing with the quiz, or is it just part of the experience?
So I would recommend that you don't ask for the email at the beginning, ask for it at the end. So right before you kind of give the, the value, because you are giving some sort of value. And you know what, they can enter their email address or they can put a dummy email in there. You're just politely saying that, hey, I'm giving you some value here. So you should probably give me your email. And it can also be like more educational, like give me your email and I can let you know when new episodes that match your criteria come out. So, that way they enter your marketing funnel and they are always aware of your existence in their inbox if you remind them once a month or something. And they can, always subscribe to a weekly newsletter or a monthly newsletter, or unsubscribe if they want. So yeah, so it's in short, it's a lead generation device, quizzes and calculators and contests and any kind of interactive content. But the key thing to remember is that it's just trying to help the customer out. So it's not intrusive like a pop-up. It's more like, oh, this is something that will be of value to you if you're on my website and you don't know what to do. So yeah.
Such a good point. And then it makes your experience more customized. Once you choose that path, then it gives you the content that you want. Like you said, whether you're on a podcast or you have a variety of content that you maybe service, and someone comes through there, then you can tailor their experience from that. You're saying what you're kind of explaining. And is that AI powered? Is that artificial intelligence powering that?
For sure. I'm like, there's like a lot of, it starts with the basics. So I don't want to get into AI because that always gets like complex for people, but it's really easy to set it up because they're pre-existing templates. And it starts with the basics like logic jumps, which are like, it's not AI. It's actually pretty simple. Based on how someone's answering a particular question, you can show them different questions, like based on how each step of the quiz can be customized so that you're taking them on a completely different journey. So it's like super personalized, and the outcomes can then be easily sifted by machine learning based on how people are answering the questions. So I gave you the podcast example, but like another good way to understand it would be for like a B2B business would be say on a lawyer's website, the key call to action was just contact me, right? Which is quite boring.
Give me a phone number. Give me a phone number.
Give me a phone number and all that, but you don't want to do that anymore because there are all sorts of creeps on the internet. So
right, absolutely.
Yeah. So instead, now imagine if a lawyer or legal firm has a quiz on their website or a calculator on their website that says, see how much I can save you in legal fees. And, then the lawyer knows just the right 6 questions to ask you to figure out whether how many contracts is your company signing per month, what state do they operate in. Based on all that, they can easily determine how much they can save you in legal fees over a month's time or over a year's time. So they're able to show you graphically at the end of that quiz or calculating, how much money they can save you. So as a B2B, company, it's very hard in general when you're selling a service or even a product to show the value of that service over time. B2C, it's much easier because you're actually giving someone something in hand, right? So it's much easier.
Right.
But in B2B, it's very helpful to have these quizzes and calculators to show people the value of your service and to stand out from the competition, because everyone has a contact me button on their website, but they don't have an immediate value button. Yeah.
Or a pop-up to say, give me your email address.
Yeah.
How many websites have you been on where they say, hey, pop up, let me get your email address, contact.
Not just one pop-up.
My social security number, my account banking number. Let me give them my crypto address. Let's just give it all. Why not? I just popped up on your website here. It's such a good point, but I love this approach of using calculators and using quizzes to, spark the interest of the customer. Let's just be real, keep them there longer, but then provide that value for them. And really, at the end of the day, it's just another form of marketing. Let's just be real. It's another form of marketing, but it's always been there. But now today, I think these are the kind of tools. So what type of businesses do you find working with, like legal, business to business services, or a lot of business to consumer services?
It's both, actually. It's evenly split. So we have a lot of B2B, legal, finance, all sorts of machinery, because if you want to prove the long-term cost of complex equipment, it's easier to do it and easier to customize the equipment using a quiz, because you can be like, what do you want in your equipment? Because we're going to design it for you based on that. So, when you go to Tesla website, or you go to make your own MacBook thing on Apple, it's basically a quiz. If you look at the thing where you're choosing your own color and then it gives you a customized pricing at the end, it's a calculator of sorts.
Right.
But in B2C, I can give you because to connect it with what you're saying, it's something that's always existed. We just kind of forgot it over time on the internet. But if you were to walk, a B2C example, if you were to walk into a shopping mall and you want to buy a pair of sunglasses, then you usually have a shop assistant in the shop who is knowledgeable about sunglasses to an extent and is able to tell you based on your face shape or your eye color or your hairstyle, which sunglasses suit your face the best. And that is actually a quiz, because which sunglasses suits your face the best would be a BuzzFeed quiz, right? But you can actually really use that commercially. A quiz like that on a sunglasses website would be it would break the choice paralysis and the decision fatigue that the online audience has right now, because there's so many products out there, but
too many options.
Shopping is so hard. Like, it's just too many options. But if I have a quiz like which sunglasses suit your face the best, that asks you your hair color, your favorite actor, your eye color, your face shape, because apparently human beings have like 6 face shapes, like diamond, oval, like circular, or like square jaw, etc., etc. So any person working in any particular business knows the kind of questions to ask. Like, I didn't know human beings had like 6 face shapes in which you can categorize the entire species, but apparently it's just 6 of them. And based on that, you can sift what sunglasses need to go on your face. Wow. So it's absolutely great, like working in the company and like looking at all these small and medium businesses and also enterprises trying to use these quizzes with the knowledge they have about their customer base to provide a great experience to people. And I learned so much, like about makeup sets. Like, there's so many makeup companies like Sephora, etc., using quizzes. They're like, based on your skin tone, we can actually recommend, based on your hairstyle, like based on your eye color, we can recommend what foundation should be going on your face and all that stuff. So it's spread across like 21 different industries that use Outgrow. And the good thing is, and this is an important thing, that all the templates for these already exist on Outgrow. All you have to do is just go there, customize it, like it's drag and drop, put your own company's colors, logos. As a podcast host, they already exist, like, a podcast sifting quiz tool. So you can just go and like customize the colors, add your own logo, put it on your website, see if it works for you. There's a 7-day trial anyway. So, just check it out.
There you go. 7 days, baby. Get it 7 days, give it a try. And, but it's as easy as a tool like Canva or something like that online, where you can just plug and play and quickly edit and things like that online.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yes, exactly.
I love that, dude. Outgrow. I'm going to be checking this out today, folks. But now, my man, Saksham, we're about to get you into your top 10. Are you ready?
Yes.
Apple or Android?
Android? No,
Android.
I'm sorry, Apple. I'm sorry, Apple. I was just
Apple.
like,
he was trying to think through. He's trying to think through. Apple, baby. Too good.
Apple, yeah.
Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
You want to give your Instagram a shout out so we can send some followers there?
I've put myself, it's called Saksham.Sharda, but I'm on like a 1-month Instagram ban.
There you go.
So that's how much I like Instagram. I had to put myself on a ban.
He's on a cleanse, baby. He's on a cleanse. That's good. That shows you have really good discipline, man. Chicken, steak, or an alternative?
An alternative.
What's your favorite alternative?
Oh, that's a good question. Pizza of any sort, really.
There you go.
Quattro formaggi, actually, 4-cheese pizza.
Ooh, that sounds amazing, dude. Nothing like the Italian pizzas, baby. Laptop or smartphone?
Smartphone. No, actually a laptop. You're right. Laptop.
Spotify or Pandora?
Spotify.
Movies.
I didn't even know Pandora exists anymore. It used to exist, from what I know.
It's an OG platform. It's owned by Sirius XM Radio, which is obviously the satellite radio company. But yeah, it's still one of those platforms. Still, I think it's still people use it. But
I'm quite sure. I hope they don't like come after me.
No.
Does it even exist anymore?
It's the OG. It's the OG platform. Yeah. And still people like it because it's kind of more that radio format. You don't really know what you're going to listen to, and the algorithm predicts. But obviously Spotify and some of these platforms have the same kind of thing through discovery and lists and so many amazing tools. I was listening to my 2017 favorite songs. It's good to go back 5 years or so, or 4 or 5 years, and listen to your favorite music that you can listen to on the Spotify. They curate those lists for you. I'm looking forward to my 2021 list. Movies or video games?
Movies. Yeah.
Movies. Reading books or listening to books?
Reading books, yeah.
Reading books. Stocks or real estate if you're thinking about diversification of the portfolio?
Real estate.
Real estate. And oceans or lakes if you were going to take a vacation today?
Oceans, because I haven't been to the ocean in a while now.
What ocean do you want to go to, man? Well, you deserve it, brother. You deserve it. What ocean would you like?
Oh, I'm actually thinking of the Mediterranean Sea. Fuck the ocean. Oh my God.
Let's go. Mediterranean Sea, baby.
Mediterranean, yeah.
And when you're waking up for your day, getting ready, pumped, energized, why do you love being you?
Oh, because I love my job.
Hey, that's a blessing, dude, to find something you love, dude. And to be able to lean into it every day, show up, and in a space like you guys are in, it's just unlimited. I mean, unlimited opportunities across the board.
For sure, there's something new to learn every day, so it's actually exciting.
Do you have a routine on starting your day?
I wake up and then I make myself a coffee, and then
bam, there we go.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah.
Coffee life. I love that. Without coffee,
because I'm like on an Instagram ban. Otherwise, I'd be on Instagram when I wake up for a while.
He's on the IG ban. He's gonna be back. When's the IG date? When you're coming back? When are you coming back on IG?
It's actually the date 21st right now, so it's just in 9 more days.
There you go.
Be ending. Yeah.
There you go. Not too long. Right, it's around the corner. Is there a skill you're trying to master right now? Or try to get better at? Perfect.
A good posture, because I tend to slouch a lot, so I'm trying to have a good posture. Yeah, add an Instagram ban at the same time, so life is hard right now.
The two, he's like, oh, I gotta have good posture and it's the IG ban. God dang it! Do you have a favorite app or tool outside of Instagram, outside of the beautiful IG? Is there another tool or app you like using on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, Duolingo. I absolutely love learning stuff on Duolingo. Yeah.
What languages are you trying to learn?
I'm trying to learn German, and I was good at French, but no. But now I'm starting to discover like friends like in my neighborhood who also use Duolingo. So like we're all like building a community. So Duolingo.
That's awesome. I didn't know they had that part of it. That's cool. That makes sense. Everyone's teaching each other some things, and you're in the same area.
Yeah, before you know it, they start like dating and stuff, like Duolingo dating. I'm quite sure there'd be.
I would not imagine it. It's all about having the network, right? Like once you have the network, you can kind of dip into other things as you see with Facebook
is doing
anything. Yeah, any of these companies, you know what I mean? They rip in. I could dip into another company, it makes sense because you have the network, you got the power of the people.
For sure, yeah.
Do you
and a similar hobby, which is like learning languages, so you already have something in common.
Absolutely, especially if you're learning a common language. I mean, there's so many things from that make sense. An instant connection, an instant thing to talk about, an instant thing to try with each other and learn, and that's going to be a compatibility factor that makes sense. It just makes sense. If you could chop it up with that's a pizza with anyone in the world today, who would you want to sit down with?
Oh, I would like to sit down with Rory Sutherland. He's the vice president of Ogilvy in London.
Okay. Tell us more about him. Do you have a story behind why you'd like to sit down with him? Or
he's just so charismatic when he speaks. Also, under one of his YouTube videos, someone commented saying he sounds like a real life character from Harry Potter. Like he sounds extra. He just sounds extra when he talks.
Right. He's a real proper. He's very proper.
Emphasis. He's got so much emphasis. Like almost like a caricature of a real person, but in an entertaining and a fun way and an intelligent way. So,
are you human? Are you real? So, and obviously, someone that has done a lot of things in their lives, if they can get to that level, so that's amazing. We have to find out about him because there's so many.
Speaking of which, you look a little like Elon Musk. Has someone ever told you?
Let's go, Elon or Ben Affleck. Let's go. I'm down for both. Elon is I'm doing almost 400 shows now. On my show, I asked that question, and he's one of the popular questions on there because people are fascinated with Elon, man. I said, he could tweet. If he could tweet something about the sports card market, we'd be going to the moon, baby, just like he did with crypto, and things like that. But also, he's one of the best investments ever. Obviously, Tesla and some of these things. And just an incredible mind.
You really want him on your show, right? So you're not going to insult him.
I wish I could, brother. I wish I could. I don't think we're there yet. We're not on Joe Rogan's level yet. What is a book that you either reread or just sticks to your soul?
It's a book from this Latin American author, Colombian author, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and it's called Chronicle of a Death Foretold. It's a fiction book, yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
That's one of the ones you pick out and you kind of reread, or you just sticks to your soul.
I've read it like 5 times. It's a novella. So,
There you go. It's good to have those books in the catalog. It's good to have those books.
I just download them online actually. But yeah.
Do you do Audible, or how do you usually listen to their books?
I literally go to Google and type name of the book PDF, and there's usually it's usually there somewhere, and I just read it.
So true, dude. Google, man. Thank God for the GOOGL. Well, I appreciate your soul, your energy, my dude. Great show. I always take notes, but you have a page load of notes on you, my dude. Can you give our listeners where is the best place for them to learn more about Outgrow? Where's the best place for them to learn more about?
If you have any questions, just email questions@outgrow.co, or just go to our website, and you can just directly start with the templates. Because if you go to our website, on top of the menu, there's like a thing called templates, and click on that, and you can open any template on your builder, and it's a 7-day free trial. So just have fun with that. Nice. But otherwise, if you have any questions, just email questions@outgrow.co. And also you can have an extended 1-month trial if you follow the link, which should be in the show notes, which I'm going to send Travis soon.
Oh, that's a surprise. We don't get 7 days. We get a month, baby. Let's go. Be Real Show followers. You guys better take advantage of that. I am definitely going to, because what a cool tool. Do you guys also integrate with Squarespace sites and things like that?
We integrate with over like 500 different things, going from HubSpot, like, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I think Squarespace is also one of those.
Got
so
you.
Yes. And have fun, because it's going to be 1 month free trial. You can try the integrations. You can try the, different templates that already exist in your industry. So all you really need to do is to copy them, change the colors, put your logo, put it on your website. Contests, polls, forms, chatbots, quizzes, calculators, recommendations, all of that.
Wow. Once it does expire, what is that price range around? Just so they know as well. It
literally starts with like $12 a month to all the way to $600 a month if you're an enterprise, but you can get custom plans as well. So just email questions and say, hey, I listened to you on this show.
Right.
Can you give us a custom plan? And they'll probably give you a custom plan. So
no matter what level you guys are at, obviously, if you guys need a lot more integration with the site, much bigger campaigns, et cetera, you're going to need to be on the higher plan. But if you're just getting started and you're just a solo entrepreneur or just a small business, take advantage of this offer. But also, it's only $12 a month. It's a very affordable tool. If you can keep your leads, coming back to you, and let's just be real. Let's just be real. Convert more leads on your website. That's what everybody in the world is trying to do. I've had so many guests over the years. Everybody wants more leads converted in general. And I love this tool, man. This is cool. Outgrow. And then for you, my man, we're going to be sending people to your IG as well. I appreciate your time and energy today. You folks, you've been hanging out with Saksham Sharda and Travis Too Tall and Huff. We want to thank you again for your time today, and let's keep being real.
What another epic episode. And if you enjoyed the episode today, can you please do me a favor and subscribe to our podcast, The Be Real Show, on iTunes or your favorite podcast platform. And also take a little time today, if you don't mind, and give your boy T Huff a review. I would really super appreciate it. And thank you so much for listening today. We're all going through a lot right now. And real-time outsource, my business, is giving back to local and small businesses. Through our social media services and campaigns, we are actually helping small businesses get more exposure during these times, and also when we get through these times. At the end of the day, we don't know how long this is all going to last, but most importantly, you got to think about your business right now. Take it seriously. So come check us out at realtimeoutsource.com, and we would love for you to qualify and get the process started where we can take a look at your business and see if we can qualify you for some of our services. At little to no cost for most of the businesses, and some businesses, you're going to have to pay, but that's just part of life, right? But most importantly is that I think this is the time, folks, that you can actually help thrive in your business. And so I would love to help you personally with our team. We're all going through a tough time right now. So take advantage of us. realtimeoutsource.com. Check us out. And we would love to do some business with you and help you with your social and digital media in 2020 and beyond.